What's up, guys? Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to Rogan RuneScape. The one and only, baby. Sorry for yelling. This is a great motherfucking episode. With the one and only Luke Mack. This motherfucker gave you toxic. I know. Can't even ruin it. We'll get into that. But this motherfucker, man. Oh my god. He made my day. My birthday.
Wait, you're starting.
Now recording. The fuck is up? What's up, Luke?
What's up? What's up, Mickey? How's it going?
Just chilling, man. Pimping ain't easy, but you know what helps?
What?
Nice ice cold can of whoop ass, buddy.
Yep, that's true. What you sipping on?
A little bit of Rogan and RuneScape IPA.
Oh, nice. That's a good one, I heard.
Rogan RuneScape IPA, you said? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the fans know this, but that's going to be probably the next venture is to take over the alcohol industry.
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely. 100%.
So what's up, bro?
Not much, just same old, working a lot. I know we haven't put out an episode in a while, It's been hectic the past couple weeks for both of us, so our schedules haven't really been linking up. So, happy to be able to get back on and finally get one recorded for you guys. What about you?
Well, I mean, you said it, bro. And I mean, you already know because, I mean, we've, as you said, been trying, to get our schedules aligned. I mean, trust us, guys. We, multiple days we've, tried to get something going. It's just sometimes, one schedule doesn't work out the way that you would plan for it to, but two schedules, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. But
yeah, it's definitely tricky.
Yeah, honestly, I'll say real quick, since you brought it up, that it'd kind of be good to just mention something about it. So I don't think I mentioned it last. Did I mention the second job last podcast?
I don't think so. Maybe briefly, but I don't believe so.
All right. Well, I got a second job like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and basically just don't have any. I was working like literally every day. I didn't have any days off. So, and then I'd get home, fucking 11 o'clock at night. I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, for the first job. So it's like, I'd get home at 11, try to make something to eat real quick and take a shower. And, if I was lucky, maybe watch an episode of South Park. And then by that time it was like 12:31. And that's how the past like 3-4 weeks have been. Fortunately this week I had like some days off, but I just wanted to say that just so the fans knew, kind of what was going on, like what was up, because it's not a matter of, it's not a matter of like if I had free time, if I wasn't working, then I knew it'd be the same for you. We'd be making more episodes.
Oh man, I'd be cranking out like 3 a day.
All right. So speaking of cranking out, there's no order, I guess. But tell me what you dropped in the chat box.
Oh, my challenge?
Your riddle.
My 5-20-50 challenge. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the ALS ice. I mean,
oh my god,
the ALS challenge.
Hopefully people don't go posting this on YouTube and have it go viral, because then everyone's getting demonetized. It'll be like Oprah. YouTube will be like, you're getting demonetized and you're getting demonetized. But basically what it is so you take the numbers 5, 20, and 50, and then you gotta pick. You gotta pleasure yourself, whether you're a male or female.
Did you say the words yet? You didn't tell them what the words were.
No, just vaguely, just
okay. Oh, you're keeping it vague. I see.
Yeah. Just pleasure yourself, and then the second one would be drink beers, and then the third one would be run miles. So you have to choose. You match those words to the numbers. You have to choose which number you do which action how many times. So say, for instance, you'd say, I would pleasure myself 5 times, I would drink 20 beers and I would run 50 miles. So you have to kind of match them and see which one you would choose for which number.
So it's kind of like a fuck one, marry one, kill one, like from Step Brothers. If you ever watched that movie,
Of course.
Like, pick a girl and say that would you, or 3 girls, I guess, would you fuck one, marry one, kill one? But so with the whole like beers and miles thing, like I asked you if you could like walk it or run it, and you said that it's whatever, as long as you get the miles done. So
well, it's done within 24 hours. That's the thing. You have to get all of it done within 24 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like I'll say what I think about my answer, and I guess your answer after this real quick. I just want to say though that like as far as so you're saying you can walk it or run it, and like so you got the beers, you got the miles, and then you got pleasuring yourself. And I mean, for some people that might be going outside and reading a book in the backyard.
I think people know what I'm implying there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Because I was going to choose for my pleasuring going to the bathroom and beating off, at a family.
That's kind of what's implied.
Oh, man. I love like Christmas events, Thanksgiving, anytime that you get to go over to like your family members' houses you haven't seen in a while. It's great to think, beat off in their bathroom. Just think about the good times when you were younger and used to be able to do it. And
yeah, I think I'd probably pass on that one. I don't really have much of a time.
You don't like to beat off at your family members' houses? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, personally, no, but no, I don't knock anyone who happens to, Mickey. If that's your thing, it's all right. I don't judge you. We accept you for who you are.
Hey, you do remember where I'm from, right?
Of course, down south.
Down south, just barely the last state below the Mason-Dixon line. Good old Virginia.
Is that the Bible Belt?
Well, we got like the Bible world champion wrestling belt, like kind of down here in my area, sort of. Like basically like the belt that like Stone Cold would win at one of those like SmackDown like a Hell in a Cell things, like those big fucking belts, or the one that Joe Rogan fucking had for Sober October. Yeah. It's kind of like that. I don't know.
But for Bibles.
It can. All right. So no joke though, for real. There are like, and I can't even give you an accurate representation right now. Like you'd kind of have to see it, or I'd have to put it on a map. But when you're driving through or like around Richmond and the towns around it, and cities around it, and not as much Richmond, I would say, some of the neighboring towns and stuff like that, or cities, or whatever, you can literally pass one church in less than a mile. There's another one, and then like you'll have churches across from churches. Like there's a lot of fucking here.
Yeah, I mean it can be similar here. It's not quite that intense, but there's definitely a lot of like Catholic and Christian churches in my area and the surrounding towns. But I think that's mainly because Boston, like a lot of the population for a long time was like Irish Catholic immigrants. That's what my grandmother was originally, but I think the whole area kind of got taken over by them for quite a while, so there's quite a bit of churches around here.
Damn, people are still Catholic in 2020 with all the shit that's come out from the Vatican. Not even come out. Fucking, I think my dad's generation, and even probably my grandparents' generation, probably had heard hearsay and stories of that shit. But that's a thing for another time.
Yeah.
Telling you guys, if you're fans of history or conspiracies, for one, I'd recommend shout out to Tinfoil Hat podcast with Sam Tripoli on iTunes. And Sam Tripoli is a Los Angeles comedian, but he's really well known in the LA comedy scene. And in fact, he actually, I'm pretty sure, is in charge of like who goes up on the at the called the comedy store at the comedy store.
Yep.
So it's cool because I mean, man, the amount of information is insane. Like the amount of episodes he's had. There's stuff that blew. Okay, so one episode, real quick, without going off the rails and getting distracted.
No, take your time, man. We got time.
He was talking about St. Patrick's Day and like where that, or so he has guests on, just like Rogan. You know, people that are more, inept, I guess, and the subject. I hope I used that word correctly, by the way, because like it just kind of came to mind. But
do you mean like less famous?
I'm having. Oh damn. Okay, it says having or showing no skill, so clumsy. I thought it meant like inept. I thought it meant like people that are like you know about something. Basically, I thought it meant the opposite of incompetent. I thought it meant competent.
Nah, if someone's inept, it means like they're incompetent and stupid.
Well, damn, the irony of the situation. I feel inept. But so yeah, you get when I
get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, when I say you though, also I'm talking to them, you know, like the listeners as well. Like you guys get what I'm saying as far as like having a guest on. Anyways, my point is this one guy was talking about the history of St. Patrick's Day and how everyone's like, oh, it's like, you know, we were taught that it's when St. Patrick killed all the snakes in Ireland. So there aren't any snakes in Ireland naturally. That is true. But if you think about that for a second, there's no snakes in Ireland because it's so like cold, like far north. And I think it's an island. At least that's what he said. I'm about to look that up. I don't want to sound dumb. But so there never were snakes in Ireland. Yeah, it's an island. So it's not like they migrated from anywhere and it's too cold for them to naturally live there. So what it actually, what St. Patrick's Day is actually about, according to this dude, is about St. Patrick, who was from the Catholic Church or the Roman Catholic Church, or whatever, going up, being sent to Ireland as a part of like a crusade, sort of, to basically wipe out all the Druids and the people that had the knowledge, on, I guess where we came from and stuff, before history started to get like covered up and stuff. So the crazier thing, he takes it into saying, which I looked into it, and I mean, it makes sense. So the snake has always represented, it's always been a symbol of knowledge. Like, for example, Kundalini, I think, is a snake, like a snake thing, which is the energy inside, like, I don't know, meditation shit. But also, if you look at the ambulance, like the ambulance symbol or the DNA, you know what I'm talking about. So snakes have always, for whatever reason, represented ancient knowledge. And that's also the form that I guess Lucifer supposedly or Satan took or whatever. So
that's what I was going to say, was they can also represent deception.
So him killing the snakes actually meant him killing the people that knew about the history of, or like what was going on, basically. Because, you know, think about it, this is before the internet, before, you know, phones and all that stuff. So people, you know, history literally could be altered in any way. But so that he was saying that the snake represents ancient knowledge and the eagle represents control. And so then you look into it, man, and there's the Romans used to have this double-headed golden eagle that they carried into battle. And so I forget what the name of it is, some crazy name, but like if they they lost it or whatever, they would do whatever they could to get it back. And then you look at the American flag, people think the eagle represents freedom. Well, the eagle is the highest flying animal. So it's like the bird's eye view, or like eagle eye, you know, it's basically having control and like a sight, I should say, having a bird's eye view of everything. So I don't know, that shit was crazy, man. I was like, you know, I don't know.
That is pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a whole genocide and a whole covering up about